Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank y'all so much for, joining me on this beautiful day. I know it's raining outside, but listen, I'm the weatherman of my own life. I set the climate. So with that being said, it's gonna be an awesome day. What I do to typically start my day as an entrepreneur, first of all, I give thanks to God before I even get out of bed because I didn't wake myself up on any day that I ever waken up. But what I do is I go out onto my side porch and I have a hanging hammock. And the first thing that I do is I meditate anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes, and I allow my mind to relax, but also to cleanse and to clear and become more balanced, so that whatever comes throughout the day, I can take the path of least resistance and just know that everything's going to be all right. One thing that I'd say that I did, I took a more serious, more deliberate approach to my appearance. But I didn't look the part. I didn't look like I owned my own business. I didn't look like I worked for myself. I looked like I was, a pedestrian.
Right.
So, but now, you see, out, getting custom-made suits. Getting nice ties, shoes, shirts, things like that. And I just make sure that I'm looking good. I make sure that I'm smelling good. I make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward because I represent my brand. It's not just enough to say that, hey, I have a business, I have a brand, but every day that you go out into the community, every day that you go out, you and your brand and your business is on the line. So I take esteemed pride in that. And just realize I have to put my best foot forward because I know that it all depends on me. As an entrepreneur, I have established myself within the final expense marketplace. And final expense is just a fancy way of saying burial insurance. So what I do is I am a family's best friend on one of the worst days of their life, and I assist them through their grieving process with saving anywhere between 30 to 40% on the homegoing celebration. So, and when they pass away, my company, they assist them with that process. But the business is much more than me just going out helping families just making sales. The reason why I'm an entrepreneur and I am a business owner is because I can bring someone in who is either a young gun or a shotgun. That's someone who is 19 years of age to someone that's 59 years of age. And I can put them into a system that has been tried, tested, and proven, and they are able to have success and generate income, generate wealth for themselves and for their families as well. And the main reason why I chose this particular endeavor is because of residual income. Residual income, for those of you who may not know, is income that continuously comes in. And so what I have a chance to do is not only do I get paid once I acquire the family or the customer, but every single month, every single year that they make the payment to my company, I get paid over and over and over again for work that I did 3 and 4 years ago. Now, if something happens to me prematurely, then the money that I have acquired through my book of business goes down to my family, right? It goes to my beneficiary. I don't have any kids, but I have a niece. So if anything happens to me, my book of business that I have built up will be given to her, and she will get paid for the rest of her life, and she never has to get started within the business. And that is how you create generational wealth. That's a form of creating generational wealth. Yo, what's going on, fam? It's yours truly, Kelvin Deveaux, back with another true story. Back in 2017, I launched True Story. True Story was a brainchild that I had, and it came to fruition just thinking, what is something that I can do where I can work for myself and I can make a ton of money? I was working for corporate America at the time, and true story enough, we were in the race for the next presidential candidate, and our current president was leading the charge. And I said, man, oh man, if he is elected president, then what can I do that I can work for myself? Because I'm not sure if I'm going to lose my job. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to work again, because things may happen and I don't know if I can control it. So I had to find something that I could be in control of. And one of my good friends, he mentioned to me, he said, hey man, you know, whenever we have a camp, whenever, you know, you speak, you always have something good to say. Why not go into life coaching? I said, life coaching? I said, man, you know, I'm not into telling anybody how to live their life. And he said, well, you know, what about, you know, public speaking? And I said, man, I think you may have something there. And so I started looking into it, and I realized that just for the words that you speak, people will pay you a ton of money just for speaking some good words. So I said, hey, you know, I'm gonna look into it. And so I had hired a speaking coach that was helping me develop a brand. And one of the first tasks that he gave me, he said, hey, you have to come up with a brand. You have to find something that people will know you by. And this was about 2 months of me doing some thinking. And this is how I came up with the name of True Story. I was going back home where I was originally from. I called one of my best friends and said, hey man, I'm gonna be in town on such and such date. And he said, okay, give me a call when you come. When I went there, I gave him a call, but he didn't answer the phone. Day later, I called him. I said, hey man, I was in town yesterday. I gave you a call. What happened? He said, man, you didn't give me a call. I said, man, true story, I did. And that's when it clicked. It's only one story worth being told, and that's a true story. Success depends on your ability to make decisions. Failure depends on your ability to make excuses. We at True Story will give you the stories, insights, and views that will give you the tools to become successful. You with it? Let's get it. I wanted a name that could be universal. I wanted a name that everyone could get, that everyone could understand. And when I thought about it, because I'm a big movie fanatic, and some of the best movies I've ever watched always started with, this is based on a true story. And so I wanted something that could apply to the masses. And so I knew it had to be general enough so that everyone can get it, but specific enough so they knew what it is that I will be talking about. So True Story is universal principles of success that I tell through storytelling. Because most people, whenever you give them information, if you give them numbers, they won't really remember it. So just remember this: facts tell, but stories sell. Most people will remember a story before they remember numbers or any facts that you pretty much give them. But if you tell someone a story, then that'll stick with them longer. So being an entrepreneur has impacted my life, and one of the best ways known to man is that I have the freedom of my time. And you know, when you think about money, if you lose $1 million, you can always get $1 million back. If you wreck a car, you can always get another car. But if you spend 1 hour in the wrong place, you can never get that time back. And I heard this quote once, and it says that if you don't make your own plans, then you'll fall into the plans for someone else. And guess what someone else has planned for you? Not very much. So by having the freedom of my own time, I don't have to worry about asking my manager about, hey, can I take this day off from work, when he's not the person that gave me my time in the first place. My creator did. So I love having the freedom of time. I love being able to go and do the things that I choose to do to add value to my life. So that's one of the biggest things that entrepreneur has blessed me with.